laboratory.
There, now I can start putting this together.
So we have all the pieces. Sure. Can I rotate? Oh, I can rotate this. I see. So, one more time that way. There we go. Yeah, that goes right there. Come on now, it's perfect. Looks like it's perfect. Have to do the whole bottom first. Oh. Oh. There it is. No. Oh, come on. Go away. There we go. Alright, let's get this last piece. Rotate it one more. Do I need to rotate it one more time? Oh boy. Just want to put that on here, but it's like too far. It's gotta be this one. There we go. That's why. This goes there, and finally, last piece.
That's done.
Okay, fantastic. I did it. I made it. Aren't I so nice? I did that without being asked. Buy milk. Okay. Ham radio.
I shouldn't be messing around with this without permission.
Oh, when does that stop you before, Nancy? Oh, remember this. Now, back in the first game, there were all those random books in the library.
Oh.
So, and it was like, oh, maybe these will be useful for something. But they all ended up being books from later games. Like Easter eggs.
Did we just throw that piece of paper?
No, it doesn't really matter. We never recorded anything on that paper anyway. Not from this. Although it does have Morse code.
You might want to just take a picture of it.
Yeah, I'll take a picture of the Morse code just in case. You never know.
Have you deleted the other ones?
I probably still have it on my phone somewhere, for whatever reason, because I'm silly and I let my phone build up files.
Oh, I'd be deleting stuff.
Erases, yep. Pushing will send ignore previous message. Amazing. Okay. Well, that's interesting. So it seems like we will be using a ham radio. I did not want to do that. What we got here? Sheila Schultz.
Do you want to write that number down?
Sure. Yatehe. Yatahe. New Mexico. Sorry, we haven't found a phone. Can't call Ned, and Bess, and George. Anything else here?
It's locked.
Darn, I can't snoop as much as I want.
But you got the keys.
Keys? Oh yeah. Well, there is some keys. I don't know what they're for.
It's locked. It's locked.
Keys to Beach Hill or something? I don't know what they're for. Because that's something we start with. Anything over here? Do not operate without permission. But I don't feel like I need permission. I just do things. And they somehow work out in the end. Whatever this is, I do not know. Got a periodic table here. These are filled out nowadays, fun fact. They all have elemental names. We have 118 elements on the periodic table. This one only has 115. And 3 are missing. And a lot of the ones that are here don't even have names. Isn't that silly? We're so behind the times. Oh yeah, there's a phone. Ooh, what's this? A knob.
Yep.
We needed a knob for the headphones display.
Correct,
case.
yeah.
Property of Sunny. Wait. Pascal's triangle. Okay. Yeah. Starts off with 1, and the ones go down the sides. The next row, though, I think it's you add the 2 above it to get this number. So it would be 1 and 2 make 3, 1 and 3 make 4, 3 and 3 make 6. That's Pascal's triangle. Just fun fact. DBILAFEMNG. I don't know what this is supposed to mean. There's OCHK. I think I'm just gonna take out a picture of this, because I feel like it could be relevant. Alright. Temple in the Sky. His latest adventure game is number 1. Boy. The museum gig is such a boring job. Yep. He made his own game. Oh. I just didn't see what she got up her sleeve. Money! Get to work, Sonny. Okay, cool. Got a lot of chocolate. Cocoa Kringle. Oh, I love the crunchies.
I haven't finished that task.
Ah. Sort out shards of pottery. I did this one. Yummy chocolates. Okay. Priority, bring addenda to Monolith Loan Agreement. Alejandro de Rio at Mexico at the Mexican consulate for signature. Okay, order bubble wrap, packing tape, and sticky labels. Match recorded narrations to appropriate displays. Okay. Super archiver, supplies, brushes. Sells on bubble wrap. We gotta order this. Alright. Microscope doctor. Account number. Okay. Check voicemail often.
You have no voicemail. Press 9 for an outside line.
Franklin Rose. That's all we can talk to? Well, let's order the bubble wrap. I'm assuming this is a 222 area code, just I guess. 9963.
Silvio's Curatorial Bonanza is open from 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. Please call back during regular business hours.
What's today? 9 to 5. I don't know what time or day it is. Let's call Franklin Rose.
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose, how may I direct your call?
I'd like to speak to Franklin Rose, please.
I'm sorry, but Mr. Rose is out of the office. Would you like to try back later?
Sure, thank you.
Have a great day.
Nobody's available. I have no idea what time it is, so there's 0 o'clock anywhere. I think there'd be a clock in the room or something, but I guess not. So, oh, did I go over here? There's a code there. Sometimes these codes are... Yeah. Okay, sometimes they're puzzles, but in that case it's not. It's just you have to find the code. Maybe finding the code is a puzzle. Oh. Oh. I see. So you have to match... this could take a little bit. So, I am to say... let's go back to the pictures really quick. Because, what's his face had this nice picture right here. Whereas A is in the exhibition hall. Okay, so I'm gonna have to write a lot of this down. Right, because we have A here. D, so this must be B, C. Okay. So you have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O. So A through O, we have to match them. This could take a bit of time. Can I look at that bulletin? No, we can't look at the bulletin board. One thing we can do is back here, there's a knob missing. Now we can get in here. Open. Give me a headset. Yes, thank you. Alright, so we have a headset. We do have to talk to this guy.
Topeka Commission for the Arts. That's the organization Prudence Rutherford works for.
And so he's not around. Washington Metro? Whoa! We can travel? Okay, well that's interesting. Alright, so we have a bunch of new locations here. Should we go somewhere else? I know you might be bored of some of the tasks around the museum.
Can we go to Colony Hotel?
The Colonial Hotel? I'm not sure what's there. Might just be a place that she's staying in for the moment. Taking the red line.
If not, we can go somewhere else.
Interesting. There's nothing you can really look at in here. It's just
When did we pick up the headphones?
Well, you were dozing off.
Oh, okay.
We used the knob to fix the... And then we took one of the headphones.
Okay.
So we have time we can set as well.
There's a
That's
phone.
good. There is a phone! And now I can call Bess. I guess we don't care about Ned anymore. We have a computer. We can check out this floppy. Okay. There we go. Go. Enter your password. I don't know Nancy's password. She should, but whatever. Franklin Rose. Okay, so Franklin Rose is her dad's friend. So she's volunteering at the museum. Yep. Something about an ancient monolith that was recently excavated. We know that. The matchup puzzle should have answers in the exhibit hall. Sure. Temple keycard or locks to work if all the level's activities were solved. And you put your card in to get credit for your work. I see. So I think I beat that game, but I didn't have my card in, so I might not have gotten credit. Maybe that you're supposed to do that. That's unfortunate. Cultural center's number is that. Breaking the fourth wall here. Why is everybody's phone prefix is 555? Literally everybody we've ever called has had 555.
Yeah.
I gotta bring the papers about the monolith to the Mexican consulate. I don't know if that's what this paper is. I guess that is. Sure to check in with Bess and George. Why don't I know the password to our own computer? Like, that seems weird. I put in the floppy disk. But... So the floppy disk is in there. But I can't look at it because I don't know our own password. So why don't we go to bed for now? Let's get up at 8 or 9. Sleep in. Out of bed, up and at 'em. Let's start calling people. Let's do Franklin.
I'd call Bess.
Bess first? No, let's call Franklin Rose first. Because he's the reason why we're out here.
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose, how may I direct your call?
I'd like to speak to Franklin Rose, please.
I'm sorry, but Mr.
Okay,
Rose
he's still
is
not
out of
around.
office. Would you like to try back later?
Sure, thank you.
It'd be
Have a
nice if he
great
gave me
day.
hours or something. I'm assuming he's just not far enough in the game, maybe.
Hello?
Hey, Bess, it's me, Nancy. What's new?
It's pouring rain. George and I are in the middle of a heated game of Go Fish, and I'm winning.
Don't believe a word she says, Nancy. Last hand, I made mincemeat out of her.
Anyway, we don't want to make you homesick. How's the internship going?
So far, so good. There's a lot of excitement about the upcoming exhibit, especially since we have the Palenque monolith.
The who?
The monolith. It's a giant block of stone recently excavated from a cave near Palenque in Mexico. Apparently, it's a very big deal. They think it's 1,500 years old.
So, have you seen it? This, monolith?
Yeah, it's humongous. Must weigh a ton.
Like how big? As big as a refrigerator?
Maybe Bigfoot's refrigerator.
Sorry, Nancy, but how would a person tell this monolith apart from, say, some other big rock?
Well, for one thing, it has Maya glyphs carved into it.
Glyphs?
Pictures that represent words or ideas, also known as logographs. Joanna says the glyphs might be a message from King Pakal.
What kind of message?
We don't know yet. Henrik Vanderheun, Beach Hill's epigrapher, is working on a translation.
Who was King Pakal?
He's considered one of the great Maya rulers. He reigned at the height of the Maya civilization.
Well, Nancy, you're sounding very curatorial.
Very curatorial indeed. We've been worried that you would be a little bored without a mystery to solve, but it sounds like your brain will have plenty to chew on.
The whole Maya culture is a mystery to me at the moment. The last thing I'm going to be is bored. I'm sure of that.
Speaking of kings, this card game's not over yet, Bess.
Yes, well, I hope you've got plenty of bait for your fishing pole, dear cousin.
Okay, you two. I'll call back later.
Call back soon.
Yeah, and good luck.
So we made a call. I'm not sure that we have much to do. We did put that floppy disk in. I just don't
Okay,
know
can
how to
we
sign in.
go? Let's travel then. Let's go somewhere else.
Yeah, that's so
We'll go
old.
back to the museum.
The consulate, probably, because I think we have to give this paper to them. We have here. Yeah, I'm not sure what that's about. Is it important at all? I don't know. This guy.
Hi, I'm Nancy Drew, the new deputy curator over at Beach Hill.
So, you're Joanna Riggs' newest pirate in training. How does it feel to join the ranks with the modern-day conquistadors?
I beg your pardon, but how does a deputy curator become a pirate in your book?
You had better brush up on your history, young lady. When the Spanish explorers invaded Mexico, they became known as the conquistadors, or conquerors. They robbed the indigenous peoples of their wealth, not just their gold, but their artwork, their sacred objects. Anything they did not steal, they burned to the ground.
Alejandro, I understand that many crimes were committed in the name of exploration, but that was hundreds of years ago. What does this have to do with Beach Hill?
There is more. In the 19th century, archaeologists discovered the ruins of ancient civilizations predating even the Aztecs. Many of the dig sites were robbed, and the stolen artifacts were sold off to art museums and collectors around the world. Today, finally, it is illegal among most civilized nations to remove an artifact from its native country. But sadly, there are thousands of precious antiquities with highly questionable provenance floating around the Western world.
What do you mean by questionable provenance?
An artifact's provenance is the story of its origin and ownership. For example, how it made its way from a temple at Chichen Itza to a museum in Washington, D.C. If the artifact's provenance reveals that it has been stolen, then that artifact must be returned to the country of its origin.
Then the relics at Beach Hill must all be legitimate, right?
No, not at all. Provenance documents are often tampered with or forged to cover up the theft. Because of this, thefts continue and a great deal of art is moved on the black market, even today. Unethical art dealers and greedy museum curators do nothing to stop this.
Are you suggesting Beach Hill is involved in these kinds of misdealings?
If Joanna Riggs or that overstuffed pillowhead Sinclair had any decency, they would take measures to see that all Maya artifacts were returned to Mexico at once where they belong.
Well, I think I'll have to chew on some of these issues for a while, Alejandro. In the meantime, I do need you to sign off on these changes to the loan agreement for the monolith. Do you mind?
I am still not happy that such a rare find will have its debut exhibition on American soil. But in my country too, there are people for whom money talks. I will take those documents now.
I guess I should give him the contract.
Thank you. I have some business with Joanna at the museum later, so I will return the contract to her then, after I have looked it over.
Actually, Alejandro, I think I'm supposed to take them back to Joanna myself.
You may consider your mission accomplished.
Well, okay then.
Goodbye.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
I really thought it was allergies, but I'm starting to think it's...
Yeah, cold.
But for some reason, the allergy medication's been helping.
Good.
That makes, like, no sense, but...
Not necessarily. It'll be fine.
It's about time! Oh, my fears are like maggots infesting my poor old carcass. Want a cookie? They're from Oaxaca.
Thanks, but I'm trying to cut back. Now, what's going on?
The art world is being ransacked, Nancy. Prudence Rutherford, A major patron of the arts had her fire ruby necklace stolen from her villa in Topeka. 2 weeks later, a whole display case full of rare Maya artifacts was heisted from a museum in New Mexico.
Do you think there's a connection between the two thefts?
Who knows? I'm just telling you, this community, our friends and colleagues, my people are being systematically trounced by thugs. Who's to say Beach Hill won't be next? You've got to do something.
Does Joanna share your concerns?
I've urged Joanna to approach the board about making some security upgrades, but she just keeps saying that the timing isn't right to ask for money.
I understand your concern, but what can I do to help?
We need your eagle eyes. We need your bat ears. We need you to sniff out the stink of trouble.
I'll do my best, but it sounds like what you really need is a new breed of police dog.
Don't play modest mouse with me.
Okay, no more flattery. Hey, that's an interesting piece, there by your desk. Something tells me it's not a Maya artifact.
How about that rubber shark? The artist's name is Poppy Dada. She's a teenager in South Dakota. The art world is going bananas over her stuff. I'll unload that one for some serious dinero.
Is Poppy Dada her real name?
I don't know.
Joanna says you performed an act of wizardry in helping Beach Hill acquire the Pakal carving.
Getting those provenance docs together was a pig and a half. Oh, they're on the up and up, I assure you. But to have been at the height of my career back before the crackdown, those were the days.
What crackdown?
Maybe sometime I'll tell you a sad story I call How Mexico Lost Its Sense of Humor. Not today, though, Nancy.
Alejandro says you're unethical, a modern-day conquistador, that you're robbing Mexico of its cultural history.
And I say Alejandro is the real bully of the playground, a lunch money extortionist who loves nothing more than to see the other boys and girls go hungry.
When you sell a piece of art, what kind of commission do you get?
Standard, 10%. It's no king's ransom, unless of course you sell something for $1 million. Too bad I'm not allowed to put that monolith on the market, huh?
I'd better get going.
Bye now.
It does not look like a piece of art to me, I'm sorry to say.
No, I was thinking the same thing.
There's nothing appealing about that. Alright, we can go back to the museum, I guess.
What, do we want to go to Roseland or?
No, we can't go. There's only 4 locations, so we went to the hotel, the consulate, and his office.
Okay, so where are we going?
Just back to the museum.
Franklin gave me the museum key.
Ah.
Okay.
Yeah, see, we have the museum key here.
Come in. Come in.
Oops. There you go. And maybe talk to her again.
How are the tasks coming along?
Why did you become a museum curator?
I became a curator because I want to help make artifacts available to as many people as possible. That's all that matters, isn't it? Unless you're Alejandro Del Rio.
Do you think Alejandro would go to extreme measures, like stealing, to reclaim Mexico's artifacts?
Who knows?
I've got work to do.
Semper ubi sub ubi.
Always wear underwear. Alright. So there's a few tasks we can do. I can't look at this thing. We can do the game one more time. I don't think I had... I think that's the quit. I don't think I had the thing in here. This might be the game? Yeah, this is the game. We want to put this in here. And then play the game, if you don't mind. This won't take too long, I think. And that's it. We did it. Green light. That means it's good, I guess.
Yeah, I would say so.
I'm assuming we got credit for it. I saw a green light. I don't know how you can look at that progress. if you can at all. That's the quiz. I still don't know the answer to it. And then there's this one. We can put our card in here. Now we know most of these. Oh, we don't know 13. Or 19 it says. And I remember seeing something about the numbers though, right? Something about the numbers around.
I don't remember that one.
But
I thought you had it figured out.
well, we're missing 2. All right. Yeah, because the water one is not here. We need 19 and north. Those are the 2 we don't know. So if we can find 19 or north, we can do this one. The last one you can just get by process of elimination. But I know there was a counting system somewhere